It is bright and early Saturday morning. It's bright. It's not that early. I am on my way to pick up that 72 bug. By the end of this video and the end of this day, hopefully we will have that bug running and moving under its own power. All right, well, I got about an hour drive. There it is behind me. Sometimes these are kind of bittersweet moments. You know, the gentleman I got this from, this was his dad's car. His dad bought it new in 1972, replacing his 63 Beetle with a 72 Beetle. So then the son, who I got it from his dad, and he dated his wife in this car and has had it all of these years. It last ran in 1996. Although he didn't mess around with it in the early 2000s a little bit. And we are back at the shop. It's got a couple bumps and bruises. The 3 of the 4 fenders have been replaced with newer ones. Got some new bolts in there too. These are new tires and wheels from the year 2000. So they're actually 23 years old, but they still got the nubs on them. A bit of rust going on over here. The new fender should have the 1600 in it, or the 1.6 air-cooled engine. This is a Beetle, not a Super Beetle. If you're a Volkswagen fan, you probably already knew that. But if you're just tuning in and seeing a Volkswagen, I mean, most of the stuff on my channel is, you know, muscle cars, trucks, that sort of thing. But I'm also into VWs. Probably many of you didn't know that. But if you check out my Facebook page, you'll see lots of the VWs that I have had. You can just search Midnight Road Garage for that. So while I've still got it here on the trailer, I'm going to go ahead and take a good look at it. And I'm going to attempt to get this thing running. Oh, hey, look. There's an engine. I'm still going to get it running on the trailer, just not that engine. The engine that's actually in it. This is the original engine. The owner replaced this engine at some point with the one that's currently in it, which is supposedly a rebuilt engine. So I'm hopeful that I'll be able to just get this up and running and drive it off the trailer. That's my goal for today, at any rate. Oh, hey, look at that. That's blue. Yeah, that's black. That's blue. I don't know if that seat's blue. Yeah, it's kind of missing the interior, unfortunately. The interior is gone. Except for the driver's seat. Looks like we got some rust there in the channel. That's interesting. Been repainted. Assuming Mako. Look at that. Nice and clean. Everything pretty much looks in order. Don't really see anything sticking out at me that's missing or anything. Missing vacuum line right here. That's all right. This is not a big deal. Engine is not locked up. That's good. That's a good sign. That's clean. This thing's attached to the transmission with 4 bolts. That's all it takes to get them out. That is full and pretty clean. Does not smell like gasoline either. I think we just kind of go for it and throw some gas at it and see if it fires. It's got a points distributor. Oh, that's weird. Looks like that vacuum has been glued down. Maybe it was ripped off. Imagine we go from here to here. That would make sense. I don't think we need that to see if it'll run or to get it off the trailer. I could just get a piece of vacuum hose and put it on there. We've got some signs of mice. I'll have to clean this out. It did come with some books. Oh, yep. There's more mice turds. Volkswagen Chilton's manual. The Holy Grail. How to keep your Volkswagen alive. A manual of step-by-step procedures for the complete idiot by John Muir. He is well known in the Volkswagen world. All sorts of stuff here. We've got, oh, are these brand new hubcaps? Maybe we'll make some muffins later. That looks like at least one brand new bumper. 2 bumpers there, another air cleaner, a bunch of parts. Oh, look at this. The original owner's manual. Volkswagen, distributors and dealers. Passing, braking, tire reserve, load date 1972. Emissions control system, 1972. This thing's got emissions? Beetles are also known as Type 1s. There we go. Everything you need to know about your Beetle. Oh, wow. How cool is this? It did not even occur to me that this is a local car. You know, here in the DC area, people come and go like the wind. Not a lot of locals. But this vehicle has been local since it was brought to the U.S. 6/14/72 was when this was sold. And it was sold at Stoneman VW in Tysons Corner, Virginia. So that's not too far from where I got this car. About 20 miles from where I got it. That's crazy. If you want to put gas into a Beetle, you gotta get that door open. That door opens by pulling this right here, which is jammed. Maybe you could get it open by going into the trunk area there and getting it to release that way. However, in order to do that, you had to throw this lever here, which is the safety release for the trunk, which doesn't appear to be working either. Hood appears to be from Brazil, where they continued to make Beetles. I think into the 90s, they were making Beetles. Yeah. Nope. Definitely not. It's going to make it difficult for me to put gas in this thing. Let me ponder this for a little bit. Fuel door is open. This pin right here is basically what holds it in. So what I did was, let me go ahead and close it. I put a screwdriver in here, which has clearly been done before. Pried it out like this, and then use this screwdriver to push the pin in. That seems to have freed up the cable. Let's see now. There you go. Still haven't got the trunk open. Now let's see how bad this smells. Man, I hope it's not bad. Uh-oh. It's not a good sign. Oh, this ought to do it. Yeah. After all these years, things are just a little stuck. Well, doesn't actually smell like varnish. I have some non-ethanol fuel I will add to what's in there. It's really important when you're messing around with these old cars that you don't, unless you're driving it regularly, go to some place like Wawa that has the non-ethanol fuel. You know you're not going to be driving the car regularly, you should definitely use that fuel so it doesn't gum everything up, because it'll gum up an old carbureted car quick. Oh right, I need a vacuum hose. If only I had an emissions-laden 80s vehicle I could steal vac. Alright, now that I got a vacuum hose on here, we can think about kicking this thing over. I'm going to go ahead and put a jump box on it. I'm positive the battery is wasted. Just see what happens. We know the engine's free. Alright, I've got my favorite little JF Ego jump box hooked up. Make sure you're not in gear. Give it a shot. Let's turn those wipers off. Well, it's cranking great. No gas yet. Doesn't look like, no. Okay, I just put some gas in the carburetor. I got the jump box hooked back up. I've also got the cell phone rolling. Let's give it a shot. Try to start. almost feel like it was sparking and not sparking. Looks like a brand new cap, brand new rotor. Everything is stuck on this thing. I wouldn't say those points are in great shape. Let me show you. It's kind of hard to see, but hopefully I'll be able to zoom in for you. See those? Those just aren't. They look a little corroded. So what I'm going to do is grab a little piece of sandpaper and just run it through there real quick and see if we can get a better connection on that. Probably not the greatest method of checking to see if cleaning the points fixed your points, but you take your screwdriver. See it's sparking? It's working. You can just simply take your little piece of sandpaper. Don't go crazy on it. You just need to make it a little shiny. That's all. That's all. There as well. Should be good. Make sure you turn the ignition off before you start messing with this again. All the vacuum lines are shot on this thing. Found part of the problem. Throttle cable is definitely hosed. So at this point, it very likely has a stuck float. It can usually be handled by tapping on the side of the float bowl. A little bit of fuel. Let's give it a shot. What do you guys think? Let me see if I can get this thing off of here. I don't know if it's got brakes or not, but when we loaded it, one of the brakes was sticking, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Kind of went off the trailer under their own power. I don't know. Close enough. All right, there she is. Mission accomplished. That's all I really wanted to do today, was to get this thing home, get it started, drive it off the trailer, drive it into the shop. And I mean, technically I accomplished that. I mean, you saw me, it just came in. Wasn't really running that great, but it runs. It runs, and I'm hopeful. Gonna spend some more time on it. Definitely replace that fuel filter. All the vacuum lines need to be gone through. Yeah, and all right, I'm rambling. Like, subscribe, comment. See y'all down the road, maybe in a VW.